I personally think Luong's very good. I think Luong's a very unique character. She's one of the few characters that is able to break plus 300 on one EX move and still be meter positive. One of the very few characters that has the ability to do that. Has very, very strong ability to mix you up and has the ability to really, really make you afraid of just holding down back. I really like the structure of Pako's team. I think Pako's come out with the same conclusion as I have, which is that Luong's best second. Luong wants access to single EXs, but she doesn't necessarily need to meter dump. She can meter dump if she finds excess. It's kind of annoying to do so, so you don't want to put her anchor, because she doesn't have level 1, 2, 3. Even her level 1, 2 is actually the most annoying shit in the world. Doing level 1 to level 2 is really, really, really annoying. But there's a lot of things you can do with an extra EX. You can do with EX Geki, you have the ability to do some safe jump mix-ups, and actually even set up for cross-up wheel kick or cross-up Ren. But you almost always want that extra EX bar to really, really threaten the opponent. So pretty much anytime you do your combos as Luong, you're pretty much always doing 1 EX, 1 super when you play your second, unless you don't have the meter to do it. I am very much a player who goes for 1 EX combos and then meter dumps once he has plus 2 meters on his Luong. But other than that, I'm almost looking to just play neutral, because I usually play characters where they want to do double EX or double EX super or level 2s on anchor positions. I like playing characters like Gato, Yashiro, Robert in that anchor position. That's my personal play style. I also tried Elizabeth with Luong in the back. Luong is a great secondary character because she does 300 to 450 damage with 1 EX or 1 EX plus super. And so she ends up being a very, very good meter hold. I don't know how to say this in a very correct way, but she's a character that doesn't need to spend her own meter. She pretty much goes meter neutral to meter positive in the second position. So she allows the anchor to almost always have meter. Sort of like Shermie. Shermie is a 2 EX character. You almost always have meter for your anchor because you spend 2 EXs and you pretty much get hit for your meter back by the time you get your anchor. So yeah, and then when you play Chizuru point, you're basically looking to footsie build meter, and her 1 EX damage is pretty good. Her 2 EX damage is incredible. So you splurge with 2 EXs, you keep 1 EX for the damage, and you build so much meter just by playing neutral. Should talk about Seis. I didn't really talk about Seis's team. Seis's team is pretty much the same as the top Taiwanese team players teams, which is the Kula, Jenny, Cronin teams. But we're replacing the middle with Chizuru. Almost effectively the same thing. A little less on the mix-ups. She doesn't have the as threatening of a mix-up situation. What you're trading for it is mid-screen to 3/4 screen pressure, as well as the ability to play footsies better than almost anybody in the entire cast. Similar, however, she has pretty good meter dump. Pretty good. Her supers don't do that much damage, but her 2 EX damage is so efficient. So efficient. It is just so much damage. You almost always build 30% to 50% of it back, depending on the starter. You're almost always content spending 2 EXs when you have Chizuru mid. So what I'm looking here, if I'm playing Pako versus Seis, I'm basically looking to neutralize Kula at any given situation, and then I'm trying to block out Chizuru until I get some sort of advantage of some sort. My advantage is either time or damage, either or. But winning here is going to be very hard. Breath is very good in this matchup. She can snipe clone without being too risky herself, and she gets to and the opponent basically has to make a hard read on whether she's going to do breath now or later, and then do the special slightly later. And you're basically playing footsies at half screen before each other for literally like 50 damage. It's not that much more. But the knockdown's obviously what's going to earn you the space, which earns you the pressure, etc., etc.
Doesn't want to overextend into a DP. Look at the dude.
I like the slide as well. The slide's pretty much the same idea as breath in this matchup when you're trying to snipe clones. Again, sniping clone gets the hit. That's the risk on the coolest side. I like the rollout on the full jump. I can't imagine the full jump was on purpose. That happens on accident sometimes, but it's very, very unfortunate for Pako, right?
Uh-oh. Now it's his turn.
You're still pretty content as Pako. I don't think you DP on this first hit. Pako and Seis have played a lot, so I don't know what's going on in Pako's mind here in this very situation. But tournament rules specify that optimal play asks you to hold down back and look at Seis's reaction in this situation.
I expect to see him either
DP.
Go for the instant overhead seat.
He walks back a little bit. Okay, so he plays more defensive.
Oh, backed up a little bit. Okay. Didn't want that wake-up throw to be a factor.
Mashed out on far D.
Uh-oh.
Backdash, earn the space.
No.
No. I don't know Chizuru that well. I don't know if he could have spent the meter to kill in that situation. I just kind of know her from playing neutral and stuff like that. Anyway, Pako is so happy in this situation. Pako is so happy. Chizuru mirrors suck, and I hate them, and I don't like looking at them, and I don't want to play them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to commentate them. I don't want to do anything with them. However, if you're Pako, you're very happy in this situation. So you literally try to whittle 300 damage, and then you work on your extra credit, right? You can even down back a lot of this.
And now we got a Chizuru mirror.
This is not, I would imagine, the most fun for Chizuru players.
I would expect it's not. You could see up to 4.
Yeah, you pretty much play Chizuru to not deal with this shit. And then the opponent plays Chizuru.
4 Chizurus at a time on the screen. This character does throw.
I'm seeing double. 4 Chizurus.
Those clones.
The way she moves around, it's like playing on a freeway.
Seriously. But now, again, we got... okay, fighting his way out is Seis MX in the paint.
Hey. Oh, that's such a big loss. That's such a big loss. You spend the 50% bar and you don't get anything out of it. And plus, considering that you're very much nearing that 300 damage, 42-second mark.
Like, oh, dropped it.
Dropped it though. Overhead block.
Nice block on the overhead.
Uh-oh.
300 damage.
Really?
Yo, both these players dropping stuff right now. What is going on? These nerves.
I feel like they were 100% confident in that.
Nice.
And just the game.
Got the snipe. Nice block on the overhead again. Pako with the defense.
Immediately from this.
Third time's a charm, though.
And now we've got Seis, establishing.
I can't believe he spent this. But it makes sense. It makes sense. Seis is continuing the pressure.
Oh, no.
Gets the hit. Oh!
Now there's some nerves coming into play.
Oh, no.
That sucks. Might have been a little,
You're happy, though. You're happy if you're Pako, right? You did so much damage. He's underneath 30 seconds on top of that, so he's getting 100 health? 150. Hold on. 150.
desperate.
A little bit, yeah, but okay. Seis manages to fight his way out there.
Yeah, I just checked. 150 is correct. Thank you.
Of...
I always forget whether it's 100 or 150. It goes 300, 250, 150, 100.
Kind of sloppy, I gotta say.
Luong in this matchup, I don't like it very much. Once Luong gets her ass put on the ground, Chizuru gets to pressure very heavily. However, the one boon in this matchup is that crouching D is fantastic at sniping clone, and you can almost always feint cancel into it. So it's never that much of a scary thing for you to throw out into it. Same thing with CD. Regular CD just has a fantastic hitbox for sniping clone, and you get to whiff cancel, Geki cancel into it, and you are pretty much content with just throwing that out sometimes when you make a hard read. It's a very non-committal, but it can be punished with the right read from your opponent. However, it's a you know, you're going here and there.
sloppy, but we got to clean it up with the long coming in the secondary.
Try to anti-air with wheel kick. That's something I've been trying to implement in my game way more, because it covers this very nice sort of like upward angle right here that people like to jump in on. This beginning angle usually ends up getting traded a lot, but if you hit it early here, you end up getting rewarded pretty heavily for it.
Oh wow, the
First pressure cancel into Geki. Luong is a character that gets mashed on quite hard because her frame trap situations aren't fantastic. If you basically a Bare 2B with a lot of characters, you'll mash her out in a lot of the close pressure situation because she doesn't have very much plus frames to reset into.
Pull a turn there with that roll forward.
I see that stand blowback a lot in this match.
Nice snipe.
Wow. Nice whip punish there.
Then goes up for the CD. Pushes towards the corner. I like this very safe play from him. Oh, very, very nice slide. Very much recognizing that he was going to look for snipe with CD.
Nice block on the overhead. We have not.
Again, just cancels into low Geki. That's pretty much all you get with this character. There's no way on earth you ever get pressure. And as the opponent, really, eat that Geki every single time. There is no situation where that Geki is scary. You cannot max mode cancel it, and if you super cancel it and she does it on block, you lose. Like, you eat shit, right? So if you're playing against Luong, and you're thinking, man, I don't know how to approach this character, I don't know what this character does in pressure, like, you mash there every single time. You mash your anti-air button every single time. Because unless it hits, you hit your anti-air button that hits crouchers every single time there. Because she's either going to do, short, full hop, or she's going to do short, jump, or short, hop, or short, Geki cancel. And all of those should be beaten by a move that you think about. And if you don't know what that move is, you can almost certainly lab it.
Seen that hit mid-screen yet.
I think he wanted to run up throw there.
You see that one thing I really like about Pako's play is that he's very content with just resetting into neutral in almost every situation by doing that single like 2B double 2B into low Geki.
Are safe as well on block, so you're going to be seeing that quite
Sniped!
Oh, wow, the whip punish on the close.
Good reaction to recognize that it was probably going to be too far for him to do EX wheel kick in order to get the, EX up kick in order to get the cancel. Sorry, get the full confirm. That's one of the great things that Luong gets to do. Her CD is phenomenal as a footsie tool because counter hit leads to about 350 damage, 300 damage, depending on where you are in the combo, how far you are in the corner. And sometimes if you want to truncate damage as well, you get a hard knockdown. So a lot of, she gets a really, really good situation from hitting CD. But recognizes it's a little bit too far, so wasn't able to get a full combo on it, or just didn't want to risk it.
Speaking of damage done, right?
And now you see her glowing blue. That means she cannot use any special moves right now.
That's fine. She's got great normals anyway, right?
She certainly does. That stand CD, one of the best in class. But oh, wait a minute. Wow.
Remember yesterday?
Yeah.
100% of throw attempts. For
sure. But he's got that double hit to confirm, and all the time in the world. So good stuff. Pako going on to the final character of Seis MX.
All right, this Cronin, 2.5 bars can definitely get rid of Pako's Luong without much effort.
Trying to space out with the Gekis.
I don't think Pako's going to give it to him though.
Yeah, I mean,
making it very hard, but
jumps. Yeah, that's going to be
this matchup sucks.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
This matchup sucks.
Pako's long, definitely one of his signature characters. Ever since the KOF 14 days, he's been.
So the reason why this matchup sucks is there's like 2 or 3 things. One of them is that generally speaking, Cronin's pressure is immense, and it's very hard to recognize when to press buttons and when to get out. And the best thing to do in those situations is to look for a hard read chop that they're going to do and react to H chop, which is slow, and then try to do counter hit, crouch C, air Geki into a full combo. That's your, or Shatter Strike. Shatter Strike's your second best bet in this situation. There's 2 problems, however. One, if you poorly react to light chop, you eat shit. If the opponent reads that you're going to do, if your opponent reads that you're going to do Shatter Strike, they can pressure you still with Fare, and Fare has multiple hits to it, which means when you block the Shadow, or when Shadow Strike is clashing with Fare for Cronin, you get the hit stop of every clash, right? Where it does the thing where it goes like, it pauses really quick to recognize that the Shadow Strike is armoring something, and then it'll hit your opponent, right? But when it's a multiple hit move, or like with 4 hits, 6 hits, 4 hits, is it 4 hits with Cronin? Double checking on here, sorry. 4 day. 4 days, 6 hits. 4 days, 6 hits. Very commonly though, in spacing positions, it's gonna hit around 4 times. So it's gonna hit about 4 times, and it's gonna do that full Shatter Strike armor hit stop that happens, right? In that time, it gives the opponent Cronin an ample amount of time to see that confirm and then cancel into level 1 DP super. That is a guaranteed punish every single time. And not only that, because the character gets to do that, it makes it very difficult for Luong to do Shatter Strike in those situations. Because anytime he thinks that the opponent's going to Shatter Strike, he's literally going to just do forward A on you, and then he's -2 on block. He's not even in a scary situation for himself. It's not like he has to make a hard committal read, right? He literally just does forward A and then sits back and relaxes. Because if you jump any DPs, if you try to pressure, Luong's pressure isn't scary. Remember what we said a second ago. You either get mashed on, or you cancel into low Geki, you take like the 60 damage that it is, and then you reset into a fantastic position. So Luong is looking to play consistently crazy good neutral versus Cronin, and Cronin doesn't have to, like, he really is never scared of this character.
Been one of the masters of the character.
Oh yeah, no, I've been absolutely mesmerized by the Luong that Pako delivers. Not quite as wild as she was in 14, but still very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets the throw. Oh wow, went for the overhead.
Wow, wake
but
up
got
throw.
thrown out of it. You can mash throw.
You're pretty happy if you're Pako in this situation, though. This character definitely has 100 to death off of a good start, and he has a little bit of damage here. So you can actually, there's situations where you can level 1, 2, 3 off red max.
During the overhead.
Wow, this is going to be a lot of damage. That's right, spend it.
And now Pako, though, is fully loaded on that Eliz. Oh,
wow.
No! This is going to hurt. Not enough to... Wait, is it not enough?
No, he couldn't do EX into DP into super.
Chip will do it. Oh, he went for it. The guard cancel. So
Almost.
Why did he?
Man.
If once you get into that position, you're looking around at 750, 700 damage before Kula. Elizabeth can kill you with 3 bars.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
gotta be kidding me.
it's so tough because you eventually, a character like Elizabeth,
So he
does
was
have
looking
to go
for the
in
hit
against Cronin to make that life deficit back. And you know, if he just is ready to DP anything you try, then what are you gonna do about it? Even if you block, you're done.
Yeah, I feel like you're left with a big gamble at the end of that situation. Sometimes it pays off, but in this case, it did not.
Yeah, and that was so smart too from Pako to use that guard cancel to escape the guaranteed chip attempt from Seis MX. But either way, Seis got.
You better believe that would have been at least.
Oops.
Go on the back foot here in this top 8 set.
Oh yeah, Seis mix coming up real strong there, but at the same time, that Elizabeth was loaded up. If it had gone even slightly in the other direction, you better believe that would have been at least 60% damage.
Nice spacing from Pako.
Yo, we're seeing Pako whip punish those slides.
Back dash.
Really
Or roll back, I should say.
well. And you're seeing Seis throw out the slides kind of randomly, and that's to try to beat the clone throws.
Yeah, because
Yeah, you're sitting in a very nice position here, right? This is such a good range. This is outside of CD range, but you're in special, like what's it called? What's that fucking normal called for Chizuru? It's not Fardi, is it? No. It's the special move. It's a special move. It's or she waves her hand upward. I forgot what normal it is, but yeah, or special it is. But yeah, you're in perfect range for that.
Because if the slide is already active, the phone is going to get snuck.
That's right.
Get snuffed. Okay.
Nice, air to air. And wow, okay, chooses to continue the pressure. Nice. Wow, I didn't know
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It is almost a guarantee that Luong can do that as well then. I'm going to test that out.
Crazy.
Down C stops the hop attempt. Pako playing masterfully right now.
Man, that changes the game, actually, man.
Seriously. Nice sweep.
There's this old, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's this old Combo Knots video. Maybe I'll show it before the stream goes out because I'm gonna finish this set and then I'm gonna go watch Dynamite. But there's an old Combo Knots video that I think is incredible about dodging fireballs. It's one, well, I think it's like one of the best videos I've ever seen about fighting games because it's informative, it's fun to watch.
Not quite. Doesn't spend the bar, doesn't need to. Use the sweep again. That's like 6 sweeps that hit that round.
And short and sweet.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Pako going to
Pako is in the best position possible.
go into this.
But he was also in the previous game too, right? So
Punishes it. Nice.
All right, now we're just going to see once again the freeway action. Both of them
That's
destroying
Antire.
each other from full screen. Possibly
trading
one of the
Fardees.
they wanna box
Chases the
each other.
backdash. Very, very nice. Again, the blocks on the overhead are so good.
Painting so well at using those down Cs, using those sweeps, making it so that Seis is having a lot of trouble approaching and getting anything started. Nice jet. Wait a minute.
Bro, that was so sick. That was so sick.
The reverse.
With each other.
Pako, though, is containing so well at using those down Cs, using those sweeps, making it so that Seis is having a lot of trouble approaching and getting anything.
At this point, I was like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Why isn't Pako's Shizuru moving?
Started. Nice jet.
That's so sick.
The reversal. That was so smart and punished.
Oh my day.
That was incredible.
Yeah, Pako was stung by that. He was like, you can have the round, bro.
Dude, yeah, he was.
Gets 250 health back. He's a little bit meter deficit, but he's playing Chizuru, so it's going to be a character that focuses on neutral and builds meter by throwing out specials. He's so fucking happy right now. Sis is like, is thrilled.
The way that Seis just did, and that
You
was
said you like that?
that was sick, dude. That was sick. I loved it.
Oh, man.
Oh, and into the corner you go. It is long. This is not where she wants to. Oh no! Again, wake up, stand C.
Could be big damage. Yes, sir.
Use it. Gets the hard knockdown. Doesn't get too much off of it though.
A little bit wild.
I think Pako's like probably the best Luong player in the world. If there's a better one, I haven't seen, because he's like the only person that I knows tech that I know. Because we're probably the only people who like put this much time into Luong. Because most people think she sucks, or she's not as good as she's so far underneath the top tiers that she actually is not worth the time. But we love this character, so it's okay.
Could be big damage.
So
yes, sir.
gets the hit, boom, right. Spends a little bit of meter. He was meter. Not meter positive. He had more meter than his opponent in this situation, so he felt pretty comfortable in spending that bar. And secondarily speaking, like I said, just you want to keep that single EX in your pocket.
Knockdown. Doesn't get too much off of it though.
Full jump A. It's so good. Full jump A is so good.
Sailing in from above with
If you full jump with A, you have the opportunity to cross up in a lot of situations.
hop A.
Another big super opportunity. Not quite.
Oh man, I thought.
Last hit. You keep that EX on you for confirms.
My bad.
Yeah,
Mashed out. He walked a little bit too far. I think he expected something else. I'm not sure, honestly.
Buttons on wake up.
Because I was thinking, like, if he expected to block DP, then he would have eaten it anyway. So maybe he just misread how much time he had to run up.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? That was an odd combo choice.
And just like that, the momentum is shifted.
Nice whip punish on the down C attempt from Seis MX, and now we've got Pako on Seis's last character now. But this is Cronin.
Yeah, this Luong is mad healthy though. This is a
This is the problem with this matchup, is that, like, Paco's so happy in this situation. Or, sorry, Pako would be happy in this situation if he wasn't dealing with Anchor Cronin. And I think in, like, in a world where Anchor Cronin's, like, the most common thing in the world, you might actually say that, like, Luong does suck. Because if she sits in that secondary position, there's no way she gets her team that much of an advantage in this matchup. Like, this matchup sucks so much. You could potentially lose your entire character without doing any damage to Cronin. That's like a very reasonable thing, because his pressure in the corner is actually so good, and his neutral is so scary. So it's like, what do you do here, man? Maybe you start playing Luong point.
Wow, really?
But obviously, you can't make that decision right now.
I think so too. Just bad timing.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that meter's not coming back for a minute too.
Nice punish.
Like,
though,
you get hit and you mash. You just get hit and you
It's really
mash.
hard to space yourself like that, but Pako a master.
Right now, still, Seis, despite being down a character, playing is pretty calm and collective.
Nice stomp. Another block. We're seeing a lot of overheads getting blocked here in this top 8. That's a pretty rare sight, honestly.
Right? The will to have good defense when all the chips are down.
So that hit,
Vegas, baby.
this hit was huge here.
Overhead's getting blocked here in this top 8. That's a pretty rare sight, honestly.
Right?
This hit was huge here because it hit him out of the air, and Geki hit out of the air gives you the air flip reset, right? Air flip reset, and he tech rolls back. You've earned all that space behind you, and that's really all you can do as long is just walk back when he walks forward.
We are in Vegas, baby.
I'm telling you.
Nice stance CD. Oh, wow, yo, Pako is just keeping this Cronin from doing anything.
Oh, that's gonna be it for long though, and it's gonna be a little bit under 30 seconds. And,
He did so much more than the matchup allows him to do. He got a lot of like really big stray hits, so really Paco's just incredible. But you're not happy in this situation. GG's. No, this super does. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing Aru was. Like, this super does no fucking damage. So it does no damage on purpose. It does no damage because it's an anywhere juggle. So it has its balance.
Final game against the Shadow Strike, masterful.
That was so good, so good. But also Paco's spacings and using those sweeps as effectively as he has been.
It's so crazy that Paco's actually, It's so crazy that Paco's actually been getting such a fantastic life lead in this matchup in Chizuru versus Kula, and like, it like matters so little.
Nice chases down the back roll.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm a little bit too loud.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hey, that had to be an accident. He ate so much damage for it.
Uses the down B.
We ain't blocking no more, Aru.
I think I'd toe down Chizuru damage.
Emotions are really high right now.
Character's so good in neutral, she doesn't need this damage, and she'd still be a very strong character.
These guys are dropping stuff I never see them drop.
You can keep her 2 EX damage for the most part, but her meterless damage and her single EX damage is like so incredible.
Oh wow, risks it. We haven't seen a single anti-air DP from Pako yet. He's really not looking for it. I think he's focusing more on the ground, and you can see. Oh,
he made such a good decision there to let it rock, because that was Shatter Strike bait. That was Shatter Strike DP bait right there. I don't know if he expected Shatter Strike though, because of the things they were saying before, right? Shatter Strike's such a bet. You whiff it, you lose so much meter for your second character. Thankfully, Chizuru doesn't really need it that much, but you still don't want to do Shatter Strike. It's like still very scary. It's still a very, very, very huge bet on point versus point.
Oh, doesn't get it. Dude, these guys are dropping so much. These players, you missed it, but they were shaking their heads. Both of them were. They're not happy with how this is going down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. He got the round, but still, that could have went in a different direction because he failed to finish off with the stand CD.
All right, now we got that Chizuru mirror. Oh my goodness, and the pick
Nice confirm. You definitely take that damage.
And the OTG, the overhead.
Especially you're racing against time right now.
Doesn't have any specials available. Has to hold all of this. Oh.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Oh no, this is not good. Not good for Seis MX.
I really don't like you spending.
That's crazy.
I'm impressed that he spent the Shatter Strike after getting kind of dicked on a little bit beforehand. Because you can do the same if you're making a hard read and you want to make a reactionary read to that again. You can just super instead. It'll do the same thing. Maximo is just more valuable.
He's in that
Or it gets you a better combo.
Oh, wow. That was really gutsy there, Dan.
All right, the point Shizuru is out. The damage was done. Giving along to 2 bars. Hold the neutral is the game plan here.
All right, gets the CD. The party
Nice. Gets the
started.
confirm that time.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
I was just gonna
Sick. Normal Luong things. I can't tell you how many times that happens. It's actually such a pain in the ass.
say Pako looking a little more solid here, but then that happened. But hey, got it back anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess, as long as you're getting these hits. All right, staggered down Bs.
What's the response here from Seis though? Big play coming.
Oh, wow, the trade.
Yeah, that's
You're okay with that trade? Your character up.
Oh, that's going to
GG's.
Finds the hit, and now Pako on match point here up against Seis MX. Look at dude, he looks so calm.
I mean, this guy got in the top 8 last night, not realizing he was in a top 8 qualifier.
Oh,
match.
seriously?
I didn't know
Good
that. That's
man,
funny.
good for him. I respect that.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play this matchup better than Pako is
So,
right
the
now.
less he knows, the better, I guess.
I guess so. One of those types of players.
What is that? What's that meme from Ralph Wiggum? I'm in danger.
Uh-oh, getting stomped on. Nice, I like that guard cancel.
Yeah, the guard cancel is good because he's getting out of the corner early, not late. This is actually, this is the smartest thing I think I've seen in this set so far for Luong versus Cronin, is that he guard canceled early. He did not wait until getting all the way to the corner to guard cancel out. And guard canceling, and the secondary thing that's so good about it is that he's guard canceling when he's next to the corner. So when you guard cancel and you roll back out the other way, as long as you don't get punished for it, you have 3/4 of the screen behind you. You have so much room to sort of walk back and Geki and Footsie, and that's really the only benefit that this character has over Cronin.
Yeah, that was.
He's playing so far out like that, and again, this neutralizes a lot of.
See, like he has to walk back. He has to walk back in this matchup. He's almost getting shoved into the other corner. It's so bad. Woo!
That was a beautiful pickup.
That confirm is so sick.
And that's what
That confirms exactly why I think you should play Luong
he's
second.
been looking for. He was playing so far.
Having that
out in
opportunity
range.
to do that is so good.
Another down C.
If he canceled it into Geki, he would have punished it, but he was too afraid that if it didn't counter hit, that he would have died with this meter.
I don't know what else you can do, man.
Yeah, it's so difficult, and Cronin, he's limited basically to.
If I were to buff Luong in any way, I would let her do that for free. Because that's her anti-air. And it's very committal. And it loses to jump CDs. Because if she trades, she gets hard knockdown and the opponent gets air tech, or ground tech. She should be able to do air Geki without she should be able to do Krutzy air Geki without being punished for it. I'm not saying she should have advantage afterwards, but she shouldn't be punished for it.
You know, running up using down C now. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. But
Doesn't have the meter to guard cancel punish, so
that.
you're almost okay with it. Oh, that feels like shit.
And there's not enough time on the clock to play this way, though. He has to do something now.
Yeah, the Hail Marys are starting to come out from Seis MX. And Pako,
Pako,
he's just not swinging.
Yeah.
He's not swinging.
Just eat this. Who cares?
oh, level 3 that,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to. You
Get him
have to.
out.
Do you have to level 3 this?
Bro,
Do you lose? Do you lose if you don't?
what is happening?
This is, I mean, that's.
I feel like you lose no matter what now, right?
Let's take that round. The crowd is popping, but if you're Seis right now, you're.
You're a no meter
Left
Cronin.
on the clock, you are not getting any life back from that.
And no meter either.
I feel like you lose. I feel like you lose with that decision. It's safer, but you lose with that decision. I think you're more likely to lose with that decision over the decision to hold that meter, go for another mix-up, and then maybe be able to 700 damage kill the opponent and be in a one-touch situation afterwards. In this situation, you're completely negated. You're not scary at all. You jump in on Cronin literally every single time because it's all in the onus on him to DP you every single time.
I think Pako just saying, hey man, let's just wrap it up real nice. Don't struggle.
Yeah. You're not afraid of this Cronin with no meter. I get the mentality, but it's wrong in my opinion. You have to hold that meter to be scary in this final game. The comeback is not per round. It's a whole game. You have to win the whole game.
Oh, and that'll do it. The stand CD
But yeah,
taking it.
Paco's incredible. Pako won that because he played the bad matchup phenomenally. That's my opinion. Because I think if you were to break down the numbers properly, you would say that Luong's actually such a detriment in this team.
I would say the crowd favorite right now.
I mean, the way he
But,
was playing, it's hard
hey,
to deny
fantastic.
that
I love Pako. I think he's like I think he's a fucking phenomenal player. So I like watching him a ton.